will be screaming probably in about 2 seconds. So I will probably have to nurse her again during this broadcast once or twice. All right, and if at any time, you guys, if my computer just freezes or something and I lose it, I'm really sorry, and I'll email the professor. But at least it's recording right now, so you can see that we met. Yay!
Sounds good.
Okay, group meeting quiz. Oh, Emmy's poor house. Emmy, is your house getting put back together?
Oh my gosh, they are just frustrating me so much because they said they're going to come today at 2 to repair it, and they're not. And so I have to wait tomorrow till noon. But I'm pretty much like at the point where like it might turn into a lawsuit because this is like according to Idaho law, they're supposed to take care of this problem like right away. It shouldn't have taken like the span of 2 months. So,
Do you know
anyways,
what? When we were up in Rexburg, I had problems with the same thing, and I would call them out because my house would be full of like the smell, and then they'd come out and they're like, "Oh, I don't smell it. There's nothing," and then they would leave, and then I'd call them again, and I'd be like, "It's right now. Come right now," and it took like 2 months before they finally were like, "Oh, you're right," and they fixed it.
I hate that.
I was like, I swear I'm not crazy.
no. I would start going, like when there's like a smell like that, I'll start going to the doctors and be like, oh, it's affecting my health now.
Yeah.
I know that's so mean, but
Totally does so. Well, now, like, especially with you being pregnant and gonna have a baby, like, you really have to take care of it. It's a big deal.
yeah.
Okay,
That's what
I'm
I said.
pulling up the quiz.
I somehow got the owner of the corporate person, and I think he got upset that I got his number. So now he's like, okay, let's get this girl moving.
Deal with it. I don't want to deal with her. I've totally done that.
All right. Lesson.
There's 21 questions, guys, on this quiz.
Well, we'll work through it because this stuff just makes so much sense to me once I like processed it in my head. So.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're not following it, like, at all.
I think it's because I was looking for keywords. Hold on, just 1 second. Sorry. Hey, knock it off.
Her dog.
No. Don't bark at people. Come inside. Come on. Sorry. Okay. First question. True.
Okay, wait. I know question 3. That's the null hypothesis, right?
I haven't looked yet.
Still pulling up, just a second.
Normal probability. Lady, that's enough. Which hypothesis involves equality? Yes, it's the null hypothesis.
Woo! I got 1. Okay, I've contributed. Help. After this point, I am not super secure.
Okay, I'm caught up.
That is enough, lady. Here, have some pizza.
I was gonna say you have food. That's what she wants, huh?
Okay.
She's just been whiny because I can't take her out that much because she pulls me.
Yeah.
She's a big girl. She's 80 pounds. She can drag me if she wants. Okay. Remember that the p-value is probability of obtaining a sample statistic at least as extreme as one that was actually observed. When computing the p-value, which hypothesis do you assume to be true? So
Isn't it the null?
The null is what I thought.
P is a good indication that your results are not due to random. Well, I thought it was alternative,
Oh, great.
but it is no, because it says assuming no hypothesis is true, the probability that the test statistic will take on values that's extreme or more extreme than the observed test statistic. So it is
True. Null. Okay.
Good job, you guys.
Suppose the null hypothesis is whatever the U10. What is the following represents alternative? Okay, so alternative would be
So it's asking for alternative hypothesis for a two-tailed test. So this is where my little fun thing comes in handy.
Isn't that the equals?
So it would be not.
It's the one where it's crossed out, right?
Yeah. So it's this one right here. Can you guys see it?
this
Yeah.
little this
The
the
lights.
lights like kind of on it. Can you like
Let's see if I could turn off the light. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Okay, now put it back. Please. Sorry, it sounded really bossy.
Does that help? Did that help?
Now it's just too far away. There we go. Yeah, I can see it.
yeah, that seems fine.
Okay. Would it be easier if I just take a picture of it and send it to you guys?
Probably. Okay,
All right. So it'd be C.
C, right?
We're on number 5 is C, which is with the line through it, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so question 6. Which of the following represents the alternative hypothesis for the left-tailed test? Okay, so that is where it's mu is less than 10 or greater than 10 is the one error.
So
mu is
for left
greater
tail,
than 10?
left tail is less than. Greater
Okay,
tail
so
is right.
Okay, so it's A, right?
Yes.
I see that.
Okay, number 7, which of the following represents a right-tailed? So it's B
Just
for
the
that one.
opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, really quick on number 7, going up from the bottom. So it's null hypothesis is the bottom one. The 2 error one is C. Right-tailed one error is B, and left-tailed one error is A. That's how you'd read that?
None of them are errors until there's like something to compare it with.
Oh, okay.
So, well, these are the alternatives. So we don't know what the null hypothesis is. So none
Oh, okay.
of these are.
None of them
But
are. Okay.
yeah, you got it pretty good. So the C is two-tailed, then B is right-tailed, and A is left-tailed.
Okay.
Okay, question 8. Which relationship would result in failing to reject the null hypothesis? So it wouldn't be the z-value, because the z-score, because P is like the area that would be not true, like not the best ones, but P value than A. So anything less than the P value of 5% suggests that the alternative is true. So if the P value is more than alpha, then it's false. So I think it's B.
Second one? Okay.
Wait, I'm confused because in the homework or in the book it said since the p-value is less than A, we reject the null hypothesis.
Yeah, but right here the question is which relationship would result in failing to reject the null hypothesis?
Oh, okay, so it's
Opposite of what you just said.
A.
Yeah, so it'd be more than.
Okay, p is more than A.
Does
Okay.
that make sense to you guys?
Yeah.
I think it
I
does.
think that's the part where I'm like the wording on these ones, like failing to reject it. Like I don't really understand the failing to reject a null hypothesis. I don't understand that part of it. Like the questions on the homework either. I don't know.
Hmm.
When we get there, I don't know.
So
So the rejecting of the null hypothesis would be B for 9.
Whereas the
no, it
first
would be
one, it's
A.
the first one. Yeah. It's A. Because B is what we did on the other one.
Oh, okay. So B was A, 9 is A.
So the B value needs to be less than alpha in order for it to be true. But if it's more than alpha, then it's false.
So that's when you would reject the null. Okay.
Yeah, so you want to reject the null if p value is less than
Okay.
A.
Okay.
Which of the following would be the appropriate alternative hypothesis?
So an insurance company is reviewing its current policy rates. So when originally setting the rates, they believed that the average claim about was 1,500. Okay. They are concerned that the true mean is actually higher than this. So automatically, because it says higher than this, we can assume that it's going to be right tail test, which means that the mu is going to be higher than the value. So the value is 1,500.
So the average claim is greater, so it's C.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which of the
So
following would
which,
oh, go ahead.
you can go ahead. So
Which
it would
of the
just
following
be,
would be appropriate null hypothesis?
Okay, would that be A?
yes. Because null hypothesis is always equal to whatever the value is.
Okay.
Because that's always stays the same. It never changes.
Okay.
All right, you guys can read because I'm like starving over here.
Okay, I'll read it. The insurance company randomly selects 40 claims and calculates a sample mean of 1,650. Use this information to answer the next one. The insurance company assumes the distribution of the sample means is normal. This is a good assumption. Okay, let's see.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Is it just the first one? Because it's over 30?
That's what I thought, but I don't know if it works the same here. Is sample size over 30 still large for this?
I think so. I'm a little unsure about this one because
I know that it said for this class 30.
Okay.
When I read it. So I know the whole class is on that way, if that is even connecting to this concept.
Yeah.
Wait, so the question is, the insurance company assumes the distribution of the sample mean is normal. Is this a good assumption? So we can deduce that C and D. Yeah, so it's A.
Okay. and then it's the law,
This one I'm stuck on.
I know these, hold on. Here's the definitions, I have them up. So the definition is, the law of large numbers states that the sample size gets larger, the sample mean will be closer to the population mean. Central term says, our sample size is large. Oh, so I think it's the central limit there. Says the distribution of sample means is normal when X is normally distributed or when our sample size is large.
Okay.
In this course, it's 30. So wouldn't it be the central limit there?
I'm unsure of these.
Because the reason we thought that was it was because we thought the sample size was large. Isn't that right? We thought number 12 was that?
Yeah.
So if that's the case, then it has to be with
Then it has to be.
the
Yeah.
central limit.
No, you're right.
Okay.
Which of the following is the test statistic as defined in this lesson?
Z.
Z.
Yeah, because you're trying to find Z is the test statistic is like the formula for the Z score.
Okay.
Okay.
The historical mean of sales receipts at a grocery store is 150 with standard deviation of 40. The store manager suspects that the average has decreased. She sets up a hypothesis test with the she will use a level of significance 36 receipts and has a store of 144. What is the Z-score associated to this test? So we just do the 144 minus the 150 over. I'm not sure on this.
Yes.
Over 0.5.
So it would be 144 minus 150
Okay.
over
Just 5.
over 40 divided by the square root of 36. So because the level of significance of alpha is 0.5. So the result that we want to find when we figure this out is whether the area is less or more than 0.05. Does that make sense?
Yes. So we'll do the
Okay.
we'll find the Z-score, which is 144 minus 150. Right. So minus 6
Over
46 square root.
40.
40 divided by
40,
6.
40 divided by 6 because it's the square root.
Yeah.
So 40 divided by the square root.
You're at negative 0.9. Hold on.
I got the same.
Oh, I lost my pen. So let's go with it.
Okay. So the Z-score is negative 0.09.
Round to the 3 decimal places, so do I need to put 2 extra zeros?
I think so.
So what did we decide it was? Negative
Negative 0.900.
0. Oh,
What is the p-value associated with the Z-score? So this is where we would use the applet and enter it into the Z-score.
Okay, which then we shade. Is it just the middle?
No, we don't shade the middle. So
That's the sides that we shade?
let me read the
I was
question.
gonna say, I don't understand
So
what
So the historic mean of sales receipts at the grocery store is $150 with a standard of $40. The store manager suspects that the average has decreased. So that means
just the left?
So this would be only to the left, yeah.
Okay, so it's 0.184.
So that is the p-value.
So okay, I got a little behind. So the p-value, so then we put in the 0.900 into the applet.
Yes.
Okay.
And the reason, so if you like read it, the main word on here on like the question is decreased, which means it would be left-tailed. But even if it didn't say decreased or increased, just looking at the setup hypothesis,
Yeah.
H alternative, the new is less than 150. So you would like, so if that,
yeah.
Okay. So it is 0.184 though, right?
yeah.
Wait a second. So I might have shaded it wrong. Sorry.
So you
My
would
brain is fried.
It's okay. You just shade to the left of the -1 of the applet.
So in the applet, I put in 0.900 and then shaded to the left, and I got 0.8159. Is that right?
No.
That's what I'm thinking is weird. Okay, so
Did you do negative 0.9?
no, I just did 0.9.
Maybe it needs to be negative 0.9 on the left one. I don't know.
What did you get? What did you get for that number then?
0.184.
Okay, that's just that. I shaded the wrong side. So 0.184. Yep.
Okay.
Catching on.
We're moving through this.
Thanks.
I'm happy.
Putting up with me. Okay.
Okay. What inference would you make about the null hypothesis from this problem? So, because it is 0.184 is it's actually less than the 0. Oh wait, hold on, 0.5. So it's actually higher. So it's more than the 0.85. So that means that alpha, we reject the HO.
So the null hypothesis.
Yeah.
Because
So-
our z-score was higher than the 0.05. Is that why?
No. So what it asked, so the level of significance is rejecting HO when HO is true. But in here, because the p-value is like a low p-value is a good indication that your results are not, oh wait, hold on. Anything less than 5% suggests that the H1 is true. So that means that because
15% is greater than 5, we're rejecting the null hypothesis.
yeah, we're rejecting the null hypothesis and the null hypothesis is false.
Okay.
So we're rejecting the null hypothesis.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So what is your conclusion for this problem? That we have sufficient evidence that the true population mean is 150.
Maybe D. Because the
Yes.
sample size is greater than 30 again.
Yeah. We have sufficient evidence that the true population mean is less than 150.
Okay.
All right, question 19. So there are 2 types of errors that can, okay, red flag right here. There are two types of errors that can be made when performing a hypothesis test. Which one involves rejecting the null hypothesis when the null hypothesis is true?
So, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's over here.
Okay.
So, what was the question again?
It is, there are two types of errors that can be made when performing a hypothesis test. Which one involves rejecting the null hypothesis when the null hypothesis is true, which is type 1, right?
Yep.
I
So, do you see that?
see it. I think I'm just going to have to memorize the chart because I do not understand why.
Okay. Well, the way I remembered it was, did you guys watch the videos? The
Which
sample
one?
videos?
That's
That,
the
like-
first one.
Yeah, I haven't watched. I watched one. I don't know which one it was. One?
So, it talks about like the law, like, let me see. It talks about the analogy of the court laws. So if you're rejecting the null hypothesis when the null hypothesis is true, it's pretty much just saying that you're putting someone who's innocent in jail. Because there's enough evidence to put them in jail, but they're still innocent. And then type 2 error is failing to reject the hypothesis, which means there wasn't enough evidence. So, but that person still committed a crime. So they're like off the hook. Does that make sense? Does that help a little? Okay.
Yeah, it does. Okay, let's do question 20. A researcher decided that instead of using the level of significance of 0.05, he will use 0.01. Which of the following will be true? The probability D?
Okay, so because the level of significance decreased, then that means beta increases, which means we reject the null hypothesis when the hypothesis is true.
So error will increase? No. It's on both.
So it would be the probability of type 1 error will increase.
Right, I feel like that's in the book. I just don't.
You can double check me because I'm a little unsure about that one.
So then I hope that's true. There is a 1 in 20 chance that it will be rejected for level 1. Common choices included. If committing the type. Okay. The level of significance is the probability of committing a type 1 error. Choose A. The most common value for A is A equals 0.5 or 0.05. So when the null hypothesis is true, there's a 1 in 20 chance that it will be rejected at a level of 1.05. So other common choices include, it just says other common choices include 0.1 and 0.01. So if it's 0.01, then the chances, heck, I don't know.
Okay, let me reread the question again. The researcher decided that instead of using a level of significance of alpha 0.05, he used alpha 0.01, which would be true. The probability of type 1 error will increase. I don't think it's a type 2 error.
Okay. I honestly, I mean, I've just got no clue.
I know, I'm trying to read
So
up on it, but
if there's one that you think is right, I'll trust you because I'm reading over that again on the thing and it still doesn't. I'll have to wait until the video tomorrow and see if I can go and do it because I really just don't understand that.
All right. So let me
Okay,
just read
so-
the other ones. I don't think his experiment would be more valid because there's always that 5% chance. That's why we have a null hypothesis. So just like deducing B and D are wrong. And then the probability of the null hypothesis is true. So is true will decrease. I think it might be C. The probability that the null hypothesis is true will decrease.
is it because you
Because
have,
remember,
oh, go ahead.
so looking at the relationship between alpha and beta. So if alpha decreases, which is the level of significance decreases, which is what's going on. It's going from 0.05 to 0.01, then beta increases, which means we reject the null hypothesis when the hypothesis is true. So the probability of the hypothesis is true will decrease. Ah.
I don't know.
I'm not sure about that one. Need to wrap my head around it. So level of significance is 0.5, but if it drops, then that means null hypothesis is true will decrease. I still think it's A.
The first one.
The probability of type 1 error will increase. And if it's wrong, then
One of us can submit it with something else.
yeah. I'll
Okay.
submit this one because I feel really confident about it.
Well, good.
Sorry, I don't mean to sound cocky.
No, take it when we can.
Seriously. Okay, so question 21. If A is 0.05, compute the probability of committing a type 1 error. So plug that into
0.05.
Yeah.
Just that's the answer. All right, go for it.
All right. I'm
Wait, you think the
submitting.
answer is 0.05?
Yeah.
Great. Man. Okay.
Why do you think otherwise?
No, I've got no clue. I wasn't even kidding. I really just don't understand this last part.
Because in the homework, it asked to make inferences. So if you let A equal 0.05, then the answer is 0.05. So I'm assuming that we're making an inference and it's the same. If not, I am just as lost on that one. So,
Do it.
all right, I'm submitting. Okay, we got 4, 5 right, 6 right, 7 right. We missed 8 and 9, so those two are flipped. So I think that question 8 is A and question B
Is B.
and question 9 is B. We got 10 right, 11 right, 12 right, 13 right, 14 right, 15, 16, 17 we got wrong. Sorry, guys. So I guess it's failed to reject. Oh, I need to watch the video again, too.
I think you did way better than I could have even pretended to do.
We got 18 wrong. And I'm not sure what that is. No.
Okay, what is your?
Oh, really? 18 wrong?
You picked D, that we have sufficient evidence for 18.
Yes. And then 20 we got wrong. So I think that it's the probability that the null hypothesis is true will decrease. But I am like 50% sure that that's it.
That's okay. I can submit the second one.
And then we got, what was the one before 20 wrong?
18.
18.
Okay, so let's see.
So if we're failing to reject the null hypothesis, then that means that we felt like we had sufficient evidence that the true population mean is 150.
Yeah, because we're not rejecting it?
I don't know.
Wait, isn't the first two of the exact same question?
What?
Look at number 18. Isn't the first two options the exact same wording?
We have insufficient.
Oh, insufficient. I missed that part. Okay.
Okay. I was like, man, I am not following the written. But
Today you
okay.
shouldn't follow me.
Yeah. Well, I'm not following much today, so.
So if we're not rejecting it, is it B then?
I think if we're changing 17, then 18 would have to be B. Because if we're failing to reject, yeah, that's what I think. You want me to, I can submit now.
What'd you put for, oh, so you're, for 18, you're gonna put B. And
Yeah.
what are you putting down for 20? C?
Yeah, I put C for 20.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna submit. Submit, yes. Okay. All right, so we still missed 20.
All right.
But other than that,
Brittany.
we got, oh, no, 18 is wrong too. 18 isn't B. So 18 and 20 we got wrong.
Okay, I think it's time to ask your husband.
Really? I totally would. He's upstairs with my son. We just put him on 4 prescriptions yesterday, and he's having a hard time going to sleep. So,
Oh man, I'm sorry.
okay, let's guess, you guys, because we can really only. I mean, this is the 3rd time, so it's not like we have too many more options for those, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 150. So on 18, we have sufficient. So we tried. Since the bottom two is which no.
Okay.
Sorry, give me just a second.
Ah! Okay, 3 is the null hypothesis. 4 is the null hypothesis.
So we're missing 18 and 20.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay, well, Brittany, you haven't submitted yet, right? So at least with this, we have 50% of the wrong answers gone. And if Brittany submits and her answers are wrong too, then process of elimination, we know the right one, right?
Sounds good to me. I need a, hold on.
Optimistic today.
Okay, I'm going the experiment. Okay, so on 20, our two options are the experiment will be more scientifically valid, or the probability that or the probability that a type 1 error will increase. Which one on 20? I know we didn't do the last one.
It's not letting me do anything. Sorry. So what was your question?
On 20, which ones are we down to?
So we did question A and then C. So
the probability of type 2 error will increase or will be more scientifically valid. You're allowed to, I don't know. Is that less?
Just do D.
Okay, more scientifically valid. And then number 18 is.
And then number 18. So we did, I think, so we did D and B. So we have insufficient evidence that the true population mean is less than 150. So try C for 18.
This is so fun, you guys.
Why is I gonna have something not done? Hold on, what is that?
And then 20, did we decide which one we're trying?
Oh, I have to write.
So for 20, we're gonna try
We did C and
physics.
A.
Physics. Yeah. So we're gonna try D.
B as in boy or D as in duck?
D as in duck.
Okay.
Because I don't think it's C, and since it's lowering the level of significance, then I feel like the experiment will be more valid. That's my reasoning.
Okay, so if that's
Alright,
not
20
right, then
is
it's B as in
not
boy.
more valid.
So it is type 2 error will increase.
So
I just submitted
either way,
it.
we're gonna find out what it is.
I just submitted it and it is not that.
So 20
It's not
is
the
the
valid?
probability of type
It's not more valid.
not C.
And then what was the other one?
18.
Okay, so when you guys are retaking the test, is it exactly the same? Because mine, like, I have to record all the answers now because it's not popping up the way it used to do it.
Oh, mine's the exact same.
Yeah, I've had it that way. And then number 18 is correct.
So we have insufficient evidence that the true population mean is less than 150, is it?
Wait,
Yeah.
so what's 18?
18 is C.
Insufficient evidence.
See, I knew it was less than, but I think I don't know. I think I didn't read the question right, or the answers right. There's insufficient evidence. But 20, I was like, I need to figure that one out because I don't understand that one.
All right, well, we did it.
All right.
Perfect. Okay, well.
All right.
To another week. Okay, we'll see you guys.
Okay, bye.
All right, good luck on the test, on the exam.
Oh, I
You too,
know.
Amy.
Okay.
Thanks.
Good luck with your
Bye.
water heater thing.
Thanks. I'll give you guys an update.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye.